Hello guys, zip through film history with flashback flicks, subscribe for the ride. Journey to infinity and beyond in Lightyear, where the legendary Space Ranger's tale unfolds. Watch as Buzz Lightyear takes on thrilling missions, faces cosmic threats, and discovers his path to becoming a true hero. The story began with Captain Buzz Lightyear of Star Command is exploring the mysterious planet Connie Prime with his best friend, Commander Alicia Hawthorne. Buzz, ever the dedicated ranger, believes he must take on every challenge alone, but Alicia is always there to remind him that teamwork matters, even if she teases him about his over-the-top attitude. She surprises him by bringing along a rookie, Featheringham Stan, much to Buzz's frustration. Their exploration quickly turns dangerous when sentient vines attack them. Forced to retreat, Alicia and Buzz manage to reach the ship, but Hamston is still outside. The rookie is attacked by a giant bug and sentient vines. Buzz heroically saves the rookie from a giant insect and vine entanglement. Afterward, taking control of their ship, Buzz tries to fly them to safety, ignoring warnings from the ship's AI, Ivan. His overconfidence results in a crash that strands the crew on the planet. Their hyperspace crystal power source is destroyed, leaving them stuck on Connie Prime with no immediate way out. Buzz, feeling the weight of his failure, is prepared for Alicia's reprimand, but instead, she entrusts him with leading the efforts to get them off the planet. As time passes, Star Command sets up a colony on the planet, continuously attempting to recreate the power source. When they finally gather the necessary fuel, Buzz, ready once again for the mission, meets Airman Diaz, who escorts him to the crystal fuel. Following this, Buzz makes a hyperspace crystal and proceeds with the test. Buzz blasts off into space and is about to engage into hyperspace, even though Ivan once again warns him against it. As he hits an unstable speed, Buzz eventually makes his way back to the colony. Upon his return, he is shocked to see all the changes around him, as it had only been a few minutes of flight for him. In reality, Diaz explains that 4 years have passed. Reuniting with Alicia, she explains that this happened due to time dilation from the speed at which he traveled. Insistent on continuing the mission, Buzz faces Alicia's reluctance, as she reminds him that he has just lost 4 years of his life. After reaching the quarters, she tells him that she is engaged. He congrats her and goes to room. And there he finds a robot cat companion called Socks from Alicia. The next morning, Socks asked Buzz if he could help with anything. Buzz assigned the cat to work on fuel stability. Buzz leaves to continue the mission. Despite Alicia's discouragement, Buzz chooses to continue with the hyperspace missions, determined to fix his mistake. As a result, he misses 4 more years on Connie Prime with each mission. During these missions, he witnesses new phases of Alicia's life, such as her pregnancy, raising her son, and eventually reaching old age. One day, Buzz returns to find Alicia's office empty. Tragically, she left him a holographic message as she was bedridden, knowing she would not be alive by the time Buzz came back. In the message, she is seen with her granddaughter, who says she wants to be a space ranger just like her grandmother. Grieving her death, Buzz is approached by Commander Burnside, who informs him that the mission to leave the planet has been cancelled, and the colony has chosen to stay, building a defense shield around their settlement. Buzz feels lost until Socks surprises him with the news that he's perfected the fuel formula. But before Buzz can react, Star Command agents arrive to decommission Socks. Refusing to lose his trusted companion, Buzz escapes, stealing a ship to test the new hyperspace crystal. Buzz's jump to hyperspace is successful, however, Buzz ends up even further in the future and notice the defense shield has already been set up. They crash outside the area and soon encounter an older Izzy. She warns Buzz about the invading robot ships that have been attacking the colony, with the mothership hovering above in the sky. Consequently, Izzy brings Buzz and Socks to meet her other teammates on the defense forces, including new recruit M.O. Morrison and Darby Steele. Not long after, they are attacked by a robot from the ship, and Buzz attempts to take it on by himself. M.O., however, shoots a harpoon at it and brings it down. Realizing they must work together, the team decides to track a new fuel source from the robot ship. Buzz, still believing he should go solo, attempts to split from the group once they arrive at the destination. However, he pauses when he finds his old spacesuit and takes a moment to try it on. Before long, Izzy, Mo, and Darby rejoin him and offer to help, despite Buzz's reluctance. Seeing their determination, he gives them their own spacesuits and advises them to use stealth mode to get past some large bug creatures. Unfortunately, Buzz forgets to mention the time limit on the stealth mode, and they are forced to fight the bugs. Luckily, they succeed in gathering the fuel source and outrunning the bugs. Unfortunately, their ship is damaged in the escape, and Buzz reprimands the three, especially after learning that Izzy is scared of space, despite being a space ranger. At this point, the crew realizes they need a replacement part for the ship, located in a nearby building overlooking a cliff. However, their mission takes a dangerous turn when the leader of the robots, Zurg, goes after Buzz and tries to get him to join forces. Fortunately, Darby shoots Zurg down, allowing the team to find the coil they need for the ship. Unfortunately, they get themselves trapped in containment cones, which then get stuck together. Buzz guides them to freedom, but the building they are in starts to crumble over the edge. Narrowly escaping disaster, Buzz almost falls over until the others form a chain to pull him up. Now, with some hope restored, they board the ship and attempt to outrun the robots. However, disaster strikes again when Izzy accidentally ejects the fuel source, causing them to crash once more. This time, one of the robots grabs the fuel source and teleports back to the ship. Feeling the weight of their failures, Izzy laments her mistake, while Buzz gets upset at himself, believing he is responsible for everything, failing to live up to Alicia's expectations. In a touching moment, Izzy assures Buzz that she had a great life on the planet, and her entire family has enjoyed their time there. Just before they can plan their next move, Zurg appears and grabs Buzz, teleporting him back to the ship. In a shocking twist, Zurg reveals that he is actually an older version of Buzz from 50 years into the future. This future Buzz ended up in an alternate timeline after achieving hyperspace travel, but Burnside's forces went after him, labeling him a fugitive. Future Buzz explains that he wants to use the crystal to go back in time and prevent the mistake that got them stranded on the planet in the first place. Although Buzz is initially tempted by the idea, he soon realizes that fixing the mistake will mean Alicia will never have had the life she did, Izzy and the others may never exist. As a result, Buzz tries to take the crystal, but Zurg's robots capture him. At this point, Izzy, Mo, and Darby work together to get their ship up to Zurg's ship to rescue Buzz. With some assistance from Zurg's socks, Buzz manages to break free. Thinking quickly, Buzz rigs the ship to explode, but Zurg stomps on that socks and comes after Buzz. And Izzy overcomes her fear of space to help save him, while Mo and Darby fight off the robots. The heroes narrowly escape just as the ship blows up. In a final confrontation, Buzz attempts to escape with the crystal, but Zurg catches up to him. Just as Zurg is about to finish off Buzz, the Space Ranger ejects himself and activates his suit's wings. Buzz fires a laser blast at the crystal, destroying it along with Zurg. Following this, Buzz catches up with the others and helps them land safely. Shortly after, they are found by Burnside and his crew. Though Burnside reprimands Buzz for breaking so many rules, he also commends him for stopping the robot threat. As a result, Buzz is assigned to lead the defense forces and is allowed to choose his team. Naturally, he tells Burnside he wants to continue working with his newfound teammates. Finally, Buzz, Izzy, Mo, Darby, and Socks receive new suits and their own ship. As Burnside informs them of a signal in another quadrant that could be dangerous, the crew bands together and blasts off, to infinity and beyond. If you enjoyed this recap, be sure to like, subscribe to Flashback Flicks, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for joining us, and keep the adventure alive.